Welcome to the Deep Dive. Today we're diving into something, well, truly fundamental to how we feel every single day. Often in ways we don't even really connect. Our gut health.
Right.
Think of your gut as this incredible control center. It influences everything from digestion to, surprisingly, our mood.
Yeah, they often call it the second brain, don't they? And that name, it really gives you a clue about how important it is.
It really does.
And what's fascinating is this hidden world inside us. We're talking trillions of microorganisms. That's the gut microbiome.
Trillions.
Yeah, it's like this bustling inner city. And, what happens there has this huge ripple effect on our overall well-being.
Exactly. And for you listening, getting a handle on this can be, well, it could be a real unlock.
Definitely.
We're talking about potentially boosting your energy, improving mood, maybe even getting clearer skin, all starting from within. We know there's a lot of info out there. It can be overwhelming. So our goal today is really to distill it down.
Cut through the noise.
Yeah, get to what really matters. We've got a great source episode from Lifelines by Supreme Medic, Gut Health and Probiotics Explained, and also a really informative article from their Your Health Deserves a Lifeline series. Those are our starting points.
Good resources.
Okay, so let's get right to it. Why is paying attention to our gut health so crucial?
Well, look, it's much more than just, processing the food we eat.
Right.
Our sources really highlight that this huge community of microorganisms, they're constantly working. Yes, they break down food, absolutely. But they're also key players in absorbing nutrients.
Okay.
Producing vital vitamins like B and K, and even helping regulate our hormones. It's a busy place.
And here's where it gets really surprising for me anyway. Both sources emphasize the gut's central role in our immune system.
Oh, massively.
Apparently something like 70% of our immune defenses are located right there in the gut.
70%. It's huge. It really makes you think about how interconnected everything is in our body. And then there's this communication highway between your gut and your brain.
The gut-brain axis.
That's the one, the gut-brain axis. Think of it like a constant text message thread going back and forth between your stomach and your head. So what's happening in your digestive system can have a very, very real impact on your mood, your mental state.
So if this intricate system gets a bit out of balance, what are some of the signals? What might you, the listener, notice? What are the red flags?
Yeah, good question. Our sources point to a whole range of common signs. You might experience, say, persistent bloating, indigestion, feeling unusually tired, maybe noticing issues with your skin. Even frequent colds can be a subtle clue.
Frequent colds.
Yeah.
Interesting connection.
Yeah, because of the immune system link.
Yeah.
And also those unexplained shifts in mood or, feelings of anxiety.
Right. Not a great feeling, any of that. So, okay, we're seeing how vital a healthy gut is. And the downsides when it's unhappy, let's pivot to what we can do about it. Starting with something you've probably heard of. Probiotics. What exactly are they?
So probiotics, in essence, are live microorganisms.
Alive.
Think of them as specific types of good bacteria. And when you consume them in, sufficient amounts, they help foster a healthy, balanced environment in your gut.
Okay.
They're kind of like those friendly reinforcements we talked about, coming in to support your digestive system's natural defenses.
Friendly reinforcements. I like that.
Yeah.
So what kind of benefits do these tiny allies actually bring?
Well, according to our sources, they have several really important jobs. They help maintain that delicate balance, between the good and the maybe less beneficial bacteria.
Right, the balance.
They can actively fight off harmful invaders, aid digestion, and even help dial down inflammation.
Inflammation, okay.
And interestingly, both the podcast and the article also mention how they can positively influence mental clarity and mood.
Back to the brain connection.
Exactly. It's thought this might be linked to their ability to produce certain neurotransmitters right there in the gut, which then signal to the brain.
Fascinating. And it's not just about reaching for a supplement bottle, is it? Probiotics aren't only found in pills.
No, absolutely not. And both our sources really emphasize this. Many of us are already consuming probiotics through fermented foods.
Yeah.
And that's often a really enjoyable, accessible way to get these beneficial bacteria naturally.
Okay, give us some tasty examples. What kinds of foods should we be looking out for?
Well, curd or dahi, a staple in many Indian households, gets the specific mention.
Okay.
Then you have yogurt with live cultures. And those words, live cultures, are key.
Yeah.
That tells you the good bacteria are actually present.
Got it. Live cultures.
Kefir, that slightly tangy fermented milk drink, is another great one.
Mm-hmm.
Plus, globally popular choices like kimchi and sauerkraut.
Love kimchi.
Yeah. Even kombucha, the fermented tea, makes the list. And for those familiar with South Indian cuisine, idli and dosa batter.
Which naturally ferment, are also fantastic sources.
So there's a whole world of fermented flavors out there to explore.
Definitely.
Now, we've talked about the probiotics, the good bacteria, but our sources also highlight another crucial player: prebiotics.
Yes.
What are they and how do they fit in with the probiotics?
So prebiotics, in simple terms, are non-digestible fibers.
Okay, fibers.
Yeah. Think of them as specialized food for your good gut bacteria for the probiotics.
Mm-hmm.
They travel through your digestive system basically untouched
Right.
and become this source of nourishment that helps those beneficial microorganisms really thrive.
So if probiotics are the friendly reinforcements, prebiotics are like the essential supplies, the food drops they need.
Precisely. That's a great way to put it. One of our sources even uses the analogy of prebiotics being like fertilizer for your probiotics.
Ah, fertilizer.
Helping them grow and multiply. It's a really clear way to understand their role, I think.
That makes perfect sense. So what kind of foods are packed with these prebiotic powerhouses? Where do we find them? Our sources give us a really good list. Think about incorporating more garlic, onions.
Staples?
Exactly. Bananas, apples, asparagus is another excellent source, and whole grains like oats and barley.
Okay, so lots of common healthy foods.
Yeah, things many of us eat already, maybe without realizing their prebiotic benefits.
So it really is a team effort then. The probiotics need the prebiotics to flourish, to do their best work.
It's a true symbiotic relationship. They absolutely work together to cultivate a thriving gut environment.
Right. Now, let's circle back briefly to those warning signs we talked about earlier.
Mm-hmm.
If you, our listener, are experiencing some of those symptoms, how can you get a better sense if your gut might be, a bit out of sorts?
Well, first off, it's important to remember these symptoms can have various causes, right?
Sure, absolutely. You need to be careful.
If experiencing several of them consistently could indeed point towards an imbalance in your gut. Things like frequent gas, bloating, or changes in bowel habits like constipation are often key indicators. And interestingly, the sources also mention sugar cravings.
Sugar cravings, how does that work?
Well, the thinking is that sometimes certain types of less beneficial bacteria in your gut actually thrive on sugar, so they can kind of send signals that lead to those intense urges.
Wow. That's a fascinating connection.
And
the list of potential signs goes on, doesn't it?
It does. Unexplained fatigue, just feeling drained all the time. Persistent skin issues like acne or eczema.
Skin issues again?
Yep. Poor sleep patterns, or even insomnia. And as we discussed with that gut-brain link, feelings of anxiety or just a generally low mood can also be connected.
So if some of this is hitting home for you listening, what practical steps can you take? Let's talk about some actionable ways to support a healthier gut.
Yeah, the good news is there are many relatively simple but effective strategies you can weave into daily life.
Good.
Leading the list, as we've discussed, is incorporating more of those fermented probiotic-rich foods.
Right, the yogurt, the curds.
Exactly. Curd, yogurt with live cultures, naturally fermented options like idli dosa batter, maybe some kimchi or sauerkraut.
Sounds manageable and often quite tasty. What else?
Secondly, really focus on boosting your intake of those fiber-rich prebiotic foods.
The fertilizer.
A fertilizer. Think back to those examples. Lots of different fruits, vegetables, whole grains, they provide the essential fuel.
Makes sense.
Also, staying well hydrated. Water is just crucial for good digestion and absorbing nutrients properly.
Simple but important. Anything else?
Absolutely. Being mindful of and ideally limiting your consumption of processed foods and added sugars.
Why those specifically?
Well, they can really disrupt the balance of bacteria in your gut, often favoring the less helpful types.
Oh, okay.
Managing stress is also paramount, given that strong gut-brain connection we keep mentioning.
Right.
Finding healthy ways to cope with stress, exercise, mindfulness, whatever works for you can have a direct positive impact on your gut. And similarly, prioritizing sufficient sleep. It's essential for regulating both hormonal and microbial balance in the gut.
Sleep, stress, diet, it's all connected.
It really is.
And a point that both sources bring up, what about antibiotics?
Yes, that's important. Antibiotics, while sometimes absolutely necessary to fight infections, can be a bit like a broad-spectrum bomb in the gut.
Wipes out everything.
Pretty much. They can take out both the beneficial and the less beneficial bacteria. So our sources suggest being thoughtful about their use. And if you do need to take them, it's a really good idea to discuss with your doctor whether taking probiotics afterward might be helpful.
To help rebuild.
Exactly, to support the restoration of your gut flora, but always under guidance.
That's really valuable advice. Now, a lot of people find themselves wondering about probiotic supplements. You see them everywhere. Are they something everyone needs to consider?
That's a very common question, and our sources offer a pretty nuanced perspective here.
Oh.
For individuals who are generally healthy, eating a balanced diet that naturally includes those probiotic and prebiotic foods we talked about,
Yeah.
supplements might not actually be necessary. Your diet might be doing enough.
Okay.
However, for someone recovering from antibiotics, as we just mentioned, or maybe someone with specific digestive conditions like IBS, a healthcare professional might recommend particular probiotic strains.
So it's definitely not a one-size-fits-all situation.
Exactly right. And it's really important to understand that not all probiotic supplements are created equal.
How so?
Different strains of bacteria can offer different benefits. Some might be particularly supportive for your immune system, others might be better known for helping with mood, and some specifically for digestive health.
So you need the right tool for the job.
Precisely, which is why our sources strongly recommend consulting with a healthcare provider before starting any probiotic supplement.
Right.
To make sure you're choosing a product that's actually appropriate for your individual needs and health status, don't just grab one off the shelf.
That's such a crucial point. Get advice. Now, we've touched on it a few times, but let's really dive back into this fascinating gut-brain connection. How significant is this link, really?
Oh, it's huge. It's a genuinely two-way street, as our sources highlight. The gut and the brain are in constant communication. This complex network, the gut-brain axis, means a healthy gut can have a really positive influence on your mood, potentially easing feelings of anxiety and depression, and helping your body manage stress more effectively.
It's almost like they're constantly sending messages back and forth.
In a way, they are. Think about those everyday experiences. You know, the butterflies you feel in your stomach when you're nervous.
Yeah, definitely.
Or maybe the stomach ache you get when you're feeling particularly stressed out. Those are tangible examples of that direct connection in action. It really underscores the idea that taking care of your gut health isn't just about physical well-being.
Right.
It's deeply intertwined with your emotional and mental health, too.
So, as we start to wrap up then, what's the key message, the main thing you want you, our listener, to take away from this deep dive?
I think the central message is that your gut is just so much more than a digestive system.
Okay.
It's a vital control center. It exerts this profound influence on your overall health, impacting everything from your immune response, your mood, your energy levels, and yes, of course, your digestion too.
It's all connected.
It's all interconnected in this truly amazing way.
And it sounds like the key is finding a good balance in how we support it.
Precisely. It's about cultivating a balanced approach. That means intentionally including both probiotic and prebiotic foods in your diet.
The foods we talked about.
Yes. Actively finding healthy ways to manage stress, making sure you're getting enough quality sleep, and honestly just paying attention, listening to the signals your body is sending you.
And the potential benefits of showing your gut some love like that, they sound pretty significant.
Oh, absolutely. By prioritizing your gut health, you're really setting the stage for potentially improved immunity, a more stable, positive mood, maybe increased energy levels, and naturally, more comfortable and efficient digestion. It's truly foundational.
Foundational well-being. This has been incredibly eye-opening. It really makes you appreciate all those tiny microbes working away inside us.
Isn't it just?
So for you, the listener, here's maybe a final thought to consider on your own. How might being more attuned to your gut feelings, both literally and figuratively, affect your daily life, your overall health journey? Maybe just take a moment sometime soon. Notice how different foods make you feel. Think about making maybe just one or two small, sustainable changes to support your own gut health.
Small steps.
Exactly. Thanks for taking this deep dive with us today.